Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, depending on wherever you are watching us from. This is Younib TV Live at 1. My name is Kanini. We have so many stories lined up for you this afternoon. But first, let's take a look at the highlights.
I've had the privilege to swear in 92 judges now in 3 years. And
David shows no basis for that averment. And if there were any basis at all, then the investigation pertaining it has already been conducted.
To the disease, it is in the back of the neck, hapa kwa kichwa. Ni kama alikatwa na kitu kama shoka.
Welcome. President William Ruto has called on members of the judiciary to uphold integrity, fairness, and strict adherence to the law in the discharge of their duties. Speaking at State House in Nairobi during a swearing-in ceremony, the president emphasized the critical role of the courts in safeguarding justice and maintaining public confidence in the legal system. He also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to strengthening access to justice for all Kenyans.
I'm talking from experience. Do the right thing. Not the convenient, not the popular, not the easy, the right thing. Just do it. I have done it and I have no regrets whatsoever. The true measure of our justice system is whether the ordinary citizen experiences fairness, timeliness, and dignity. I've had the privilege to swear in 92 judges now in 3 years. And it's a commitment that I made to the people of Kenya to work with the judiciary in a manner that will help build the capacity of the judiciary so that we can, all of us, as we serve the people of Kenya, do the best for our nation.
Kenya joined the rest of the world in marking World Press Freedom Day, a day dedicated to celebrating the fundamental principles of press freedom and honoring journalists who risk and sometimes lose their lives in pursuit of truth. Commemorations were held across the country, with journalists staging peaceful processions to remind government of their obligation to uphold freedom of expression and guarantee the safety of media practitioners.
You, like us, are an important voice in shaping a future that is laden with peace, especially now as we approach a general election where public discourse is increasingly tense, goonism is becoming the order of the day. Every headline, every breaking news alert, every panel discussion contributes to shaping the public perception. And therefore you have the ability to de-escalate tension simply by how you frame an issue.
This young generation is entering a field where, according to Amwick, more than 60% of their colleagues do not feel safe. We cannot have a peaceful future if those tasked with reporting it live or live in fear.
Sasa pia ni wale ambao wanatumia wale watu naita siku hizi maguni. Wanasiasa watupe tu nafasi na serikali pia iweze kutulinda.
The role of the police is not to obstruct the media, but to support and protect their lawful work.
And to now save lives. That's why, apart from just celebrating our day today, we decided that we will also save lives by donating blood, each one of us.
Detectives investigating the sudden death of former Nairobi Hospital Director Job Obwaka now say they are pursuing a possible case of suspected poisoning believed to have occurred at the residence of Beatrice Wangari. Investigators presented Wangari before the Kibera law courts, seeking custodial orders to detain her for 14 days, urging they need more time to complete post-mortem and toxicology analysis. The court, however, granted a 10-day detention period to allow police to conduct investigations into the circumstances surrounding Dr. Obwaka's death.
The investigators are seeking to remand her to be able to conclude the investigations, most specifically to allow for a post-mortem to be done. There are certain samples that are being forwarded to the government analyst.
This affidavit shows no basis for that averment. And if there were any basis at all, then the investigation pertaining it has already been conducted. The respondent already disclosed it in the statement that he wrote at the ECI that indeed they were intimate. They were very close friends. And paragraph 9 should not be interpreted in any way as a reason for further detention of the respondent.
Let's take a short break. We will be back with more.
Younib TV, faith, inspiration, unity.
Welcome. Police in Nakuru County have launched investigations into the killing of a pastor attached to PCEA Tabuga Church in the Lanet area of Bahati constituency. The cleric was reportedly killed on Tuesday night after armed assailants broke into his residence within the church compound in Tabuga Parish. Authorities say preliminary inquiries suggest the attackers gained access under the cover of darkness before carrying out the fatal assault.
Huyo mchungaji ni baba wa watoto wengi, ni watu wengi wanamtegemea, na sasa kama tumefika kuwaua hadi wachungaji, mumekuja sana.
Huzuni kwa watu ya Bahati, ni huzuni kwa wachungaji, ni huzuni kwa nchi yetu ya Kenya. Kama mchungaji anauawa, na ningetaka watu waelewe hii, ameuawa Tabuga kwa kanisa ndani, nyumba ambaye anakaa ndani ya kanisa ndani, then are we safe?
The injury to the disease, it is in the back of the neck, hapa kwa kichwa. Ni kama alikatwa na kitu kama shoka from the behind, and alikuwa amefungwa kwa mkono. Pia watchman alikuwa amefungwa pia.
And as ministers, we want to say that we feel worried and threatened, because now we can say that our security is not assured. Yes, the investigations will be done so that we establish exactly who did this and the motive, whether it was an inside job or whatever.
Business came to a standstill in Luanda, Vihiga County after chaos erupted in the town following protests over the alleged killing of 2 people by police. Angry youth clashed with the officers in violent confrontations, blocking the Busia-Kisumu highway and setting fires as they demanded justice. The unrest left a trail of distractions, with 2 residents calling for accountability over the alleged killings.
Sasa hii tumeconfirm watu wawili ambao wamekufa na ni wahudumu wa bodaboda, na kuna wengine ambao wameumizwa katika hospitali wanaendelea kupata matibabu.
Serikali ambayo imekuja, ama kama ni hospitali ama OCS ama kwena mwenye amekuja mgeni, ni vyema akana bodaboda wa Luanda chini, tujue ni jinsi gani ama ni njia gani tunaweza fuata ili tupunguze insecurity ambao inatendeka hapa Luanda. Sababu bodaboda hao ndio wanajua mambo mingi. Sisi tunajua tunabeba wezi, tunabeba kila mtu, ambapo tunaweza identify who is this and this, who is this.
So kuanzia jana na leo tunafaa ile kitu imefanyika saa hii ni kujiona mbuzi na kondoo. Gani iko na uzito. So sisi ni kondoo, askari ni mbuzi. OCS asipoenda transfer, hatuna amani.
Pope Leo the 14th received Hala Tomadostia in audience at the Vatican, where she later held talks with Cardinal Pietro Parolin, joined by Archbishop Paul Richard Galla, according to a Vatican. Thank you so much for staying with us here on Younib TV. From the Chief Controller Eunice, by my director Peninah, my camera lady Juliet, and the entire Younib TV crew, we wish you a good afternoon. I'm Susan Kanini. Bye-bye.